Hey everybody, welcome back to Sons of Cinema. I'm Ron, that's Mike, and we finally are recording now. And I'm saying that because I'm a huge asshole. Me and Mike just did like 45 minutes on some subjects, and my dumbass didn't push record. So, Mike, let's take two and start again. Um,
I did.
I know we had some specific things that we wanted to talk about, so I'm going to ask you last night. I know we were both at different places last night, but we were texting each other during the UFC fight. Um, you had some particular opinions on it, and I have some opinions on it. I wanted to get into you first. Uh, what did you think of some of the undercard fights before we get into the main event? And where were you? What were you doing last night? I was just home watching it. So
I was at a buddy's house, and we were just watching the fights, and I actually caught the very last prelim. That's where I started this fucking journey. And it was Davison Figueiredo versus Umar Nurmagomedov, who is from a country known as Dagestan. And bro, these fucking Dagestanis are ruining the sport of MMA. It is
Why?
the most boring fucking shit to fucking watch. Like every fucking time, all they fucking do is get it to the ground, stay in half guard, couple punches, clinch, couple punches, clinch, and it's fucking boring. The rules need to be fucking changed. I can't even blame the Dagestani fighters because they're winning. Like, they cracked the system. It's fucking boring, and I don't want to watch it. And that's from someone who like trains grappling 5-6 days a week. Okay, I could sit there and watch gi jujitsu, which is not the most entertaining thing to watch, and I'm saying this shit's fucking boring. The only one who's an exception is Islam Makhachev, who actually finishes his fucking opponents when he gets it to the ground, to the point where I've actually learned one of my best submissions from watching him fight. And even him, his last fight at welterweight for the championship against Jack Della Maddalena, say that 5 times fast. He just fucking sat in half guard and just fucgi wailed on him and not really trying to finish it. And it's partially Craig Jones's fault. For those of you who don't know, he's one of the best no-gi grapplers on the fucking planet. He's Australian, and he helps Australian fighters prep their ground game. And he's fucking cracked the system on how to neutralize Dagestani wrestling to a certain extent.
Right.
And I think Islam realized that. He was like, fuck, man, I can't go for my usual riskier stuff because it's just gonna get neutralized. So I gotta sit here and fucking do what I gotta do, and it's fucking boring.
So what's your solution to making that part better in the UFC?
One of two things. One, make these Dagestani fighters fight in the US because let's be real, the reason they don't fight in the US and the reason they train in Dagestan is because they can't pass a fucking drug test. It is what it is. Everyone's on gear. But for some reason, other fighters from other parts of the world have figured out how to get past those. Or two, man, if you're on the ground, and I think you need to have a certain amount of submission attempts.
So a time limit on submission attempts,
or you need to have a certain volume of strikes within a certain amount of time. So hey, you need to land fucking 20 significant strikes within a minute. If you don't, you're getting back up, or not even a minute, like 30 seconds, whatever the ratio is, they can figure it out. Or don't judge it if, like, it sounds bad from a grappler standpoint, but like they say control time is king. If I'm on top of you for 5 minutes and you can't get up, that's control time, right? But if you don't do fucking damage, what's it matter?
what if they called fights after 5 minutes of, okay, so a guy, you can see that a guy can't get up. He's basically, at a standstill, and he can't move. Do you think after 5 minutes the ref should just call a fight?
No, I think they should stand him up. Get up.
I agree. You're right. In just so everybody knows, I hadn't watched UFC in a long time. We talked about it. I gave up on it because of this exact fucking thing where people would get on the fucking ground and just they would stay there forever. It's not like it was before, because last night was not like that. There were hardly any kind of grappling going on the ground, but it was boring to me. So I left the sport. I was really at the height of like UFC when Chuck Liddell was beating the shit out of people with his fists. I know it wasn't great technical fighting, but it was so fun watching Chuck Liddell. And I thought coming back to the UFC that they would have rules by now about this so that motherfuckers aren't on the ground for
They have stalling
5
rules.
minutes doing nothing, huh?
They do have stalling rules. It's just like, okay, if I throw 2 or 3 punches every 15 seconds, I'm not stalling.
Yeah, but there's got to be a point when, I mean, head punches or body blows. Okay, let's say we're getting some punches to the ribs, punch to the head, punch to the ribs. That I don't even think should really constitute the ground time. If you're not attempting grappling, like you said, if you're not attempting something besides just some punches, maybe you're right. Maybe they should get them back up. Let's get it going, and they start again. What do you think?
Or score it differently where, hey, if I'm piecing you up on the feet, but you get me down, I don't know, man. I think the feet's a little bit more
right.
A little bit more of a feat.
Right. What other undercards did you like or didn't like?
So before we move on to the next fight, I was actually really excited to see Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. This was, in my mind, I kind of built this up to be Ronda Rousey 2.0 versus Amanda Nunes. Ronda Rousey, obviously being an Olympic level judoka. Kayla Harrison is the same. But as we know, Amanda Nunes was the one who retired Ronda Rousey. And it wasn't that Ronda Rousey didn't have skill. It's just that the sport developed and she didn't keep up. Her striking just wasn't there. Kayla Harrison's striking is there. You know, she's not going to get fucking knocked out. She's not going to. So that's kind of what I built it up to be. I think Kayla Harrison had some kind of conflicts because Amanda Nunes was in the audience that night. So hopefully they put that fight back on because I really want to see it.
Right.
And then Rose Namajunas versus Alexa Grasso, 2 badass women. Alexa Grasso got pulled. Don't know why exactly. But Rose showed up.
Did she? I don't think she showed up at all. And personally,
I mean,
she looked like she was sleepwalking through the whole thing. Like she didn't even want to be there. And I'm a huge fan of hers. And she just got worked last night.
Yeah. And then Arnold Allen versus John Silva. I got to be honest. I don't give a fuck about these guys. Like the fight nerds. I don't care. Call me a casual. Do whatever. I don't like.
Right.
But Derek Lewis versus Cortez Acosta. That was. It's always interesting to see heavyweights fight, you know. Just the pure power, the strength, you know.
But Lewis got worked though.
Yeah, he got he's the just stand up guy. I always kind of find that amusing.
He almost looked like he knocked himself out. It was weird. Like he just kind of tripped and fucking never got back up. I mean, I know he got that punch, but I was surprised that punch, it stunned him so much that he could just never recover. Because did you see how slow? What was the other guy's name? He was so slow walking up to him after he knocked him down. He literally just walked up really slow. Dude, just let him get on top of him, and he puts him, you know, and then puts him to work. It's like, what are you doing? I felt like he didn't want to be there either. And then I got a little redemption with the Song Yudong fight. What do you think?
Yeah, no, that was actually the only prediction I actually got correct. Was Sean O'Malley. He's a Phoenix native, trains, lives here. Cool dude. Met him on several occasions. Met his coach on several occasions. I always see him at MMA fights, tournaments for Jujitsu. It's really cool. He's kind of like a hometown celebrity. Like it's weird the places you'll fucking meet him.
Really?
And yeah.
I'm
like
a big fan now.
I met
didn't
him
even
at the
know.
zoo, and I recognized him
zoo.
by his hair.
Shit.
And the reason, he was with his family and his coach, and I asked for a picture, and he was cool enough to take it.
Really? I didn't know you had a picture with him. I'm a big fan now of his, like, and especially, given those Arizona ties, I was like, hell yeah. And he beat a good fighter in Song Yudong. Like, that guy's no joke. So congratulations to O'Malley. Like, I'll be watching him, and hopefully he gets some more opportunities to,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna bill him as the next title contender. He's a former champion. He's got the skills. He's already beat the current champ once before early in their career. So we'll see what happens. But let's get on to this fucking dog shit main event. And I say that, and you know what? I like that we're on opposite ends of the spectrum. You're more of a casual fan, which is fine. The world needs casual fans. I'm more of a I don't even want to say like hardcore fan, because I have casual takes too. I don't watch it religiously, but I come at it from a different perspective. And let me start off by saying,
go ahead.
Anyone who was on this fight card could have kicked the dog shit out of me in a fight. I'm prefacing that. And every single one of these people is better at the sport of MMA than any one of you, me, you, or anyone else training. These are the top of the top. Okay. So everything I say is within the context of MMA.
Understood.
Justin Gaethje, you're a cheating bitch, bro. You poked him in the eye 2 times. The refs need to start calling for a fucking point deduction every fucking time this thing happens. Because a couple months ago, Tom Aspinall, the heavyweight champ, got fucking eye poked. And to this day, he still has damage to his vision. He still cannot see fully through that eye. What the fuck? And these fighters, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, because they're going to poke in the eye, and then what's going to happen? They hurt their opponent, and they just get a fucking warning. But in the case of Tom Aspinall, guess what? His vision didn't fucking recover. And for some reason, it was decided a no contest instead of, a fucking loss for the guy who committed the foul. It's fucking stupid. It's ridiculous. Right. Justin Gaethje did it twice. He got caught one time, and I was watching after that, and I was like, bro, I was telling people I was with, I was like, his hands are open. He's going to fucking eye poke him. Lo and behold, the first one happened. I was like, I fucking told you. Okay, keeps going, and then I saw that shot. I saw in real time. He fucking eye poked him. And I thought, oh, maybe not. Maybe he just hurt him, right? Bro, that replay, I was like, you cheating bitch, bro. Like, you know what you're doing. These fighters know what they're doing. They know nothing's going to happen. They're just going to get a warning. And that's it. Well, if I can kick you in the nuts as hard as I can, and I'm just going to get a warning, but you might not be able to continue or fight as good as you were, why not?
Well, Gaethje did get a couple cracks to the nuts yesterday.
Sure,
but
yeah. But why would I not kick you in the nuts if I'm just going to get a warning?
Right.
Worst case scenario, I get a no contest and we'll have a rematch. Best case scenario, you say you can continue, but you're not 100%, and then I kick the dog shit out of you.
All right. So real quick, you've got into how you feel about it, and that essentially you're thinking that the fix is in. But here's my point of view.
I haven't talked about the fix yet.
But I could feel where this is going. So you know what? I will let you finish your part. You know what? Hold on. No, I'm going to do my part first, because yours is going to probably go somewhere that I can't follow. But anyway, for me, this was the first time watching UFC in a long time. I found out it was on Paramount Plus because the UFC now has a contract and a relationship with Paramount Plus. So all the championship fights will be on Paramount Plus now, which I have. Thank God, because another reason I left the sport, I was tired of paying for pay-per-views for fucked up fights that, like you said, people get on the ground and they don't do shit.
$100 a fight.
It's fucking, you pay $99.99 for the fucking fight, and you're getting the most boring shit.
Before it was worse.
And I think UFC realized that, okay, this is going in a different direction. People aren't going to pay for this shit anymore, because, they're all making us pay hundreds of dollars a month for streaming services. So anyway,
you were paying $100 for ESPN Plus, and then you had to pay for the fucking pay-per-view.
Right. Yes.
It
So
was fucking
they got
stupid.
out of that contract, thank God. But so I'm a casual guy who came back, and I'm going to tell you after this fight, I'm going to get back into the UFC because I know you have your opinion on it. We'll get into a minute, but for me, this fight was epic. Like, this is one of the best UFC fights I ever saw. Now, regardless, okay, yes, there was some eye gouging, there were some low blows given, but I'm going to tell you why I like this fight so much. We were rooting for Gaethje, and he came through, but by the end of the fight, it was almost like me and Renee, we were watching it, and she started accidentally like rooting for Patty because it felt like Rocky 4, dude. Like when everyone hated this guy, but at the end, when you saw the beating that he took, so regardless of what we think, he took a beating and he kept coming back for more. That was a Rocky moment for me. No, actually, it was like Rocky, the first Rocky. That's what we felt like. And Renee was even like, oh, she was rooting for him. Like, and at the end of the fight, we were rooting for Patty to stay up because I think this would have been really soured if he had gotten knocked out. But he, you know, the intestinal fortitude that he showed, it was so impressive, and it made the fight epic for a person like me. And now I'm going to get back into it. So let me ask you then, what was your wonderful opinion on the fight?
I thought the fight was fucking fixed. Yeah, and you know what? Call me a fucking casual all you want. I don't give a fuck what you people think. I am coming from the area of I grapple. I grapple for fun. I compete.
You compete.
I compete. I fucking do this shit, right? Paddy Pimblett is not a fucking striker. Paddy Pimblett is a grappler, okay? If you look at his UFC record, okay, or if you look at his total MMA record, okay, he has 23 wins, 4 losses. 7 of those wins come from TKO or a KO. 10 of them come from submissions, okay? From there, once he got into the UFC, he has gotten 2 KOs and 3 submissions. Okay?
Okay.
His coach, every fucking round, is telling him, take it to the ground. Okay? This is their game plan. Paddy Pimblett had 3 takedown attempts, according to the stats. There are 5 fucking rounds in an interim title fight. So you're telling me your game plan, which, mind you, they've been preparing for the past 2 fucking months, was to go in there, take him down, and you shoot 3 attempts in a 5-round fight. Tell me why that doesn't make sense. I'll do the math for you. Okay? Ready? You like my pinky? Okay?
That's real nice.
Round 1, here's 1 attempt. Round 2, here's 2 attempts. Round 3, oh, we have no more attempts left. Okay? I understand when you're in a fight, when you're in a competition, especially higher level competition, I get it. It's chaos. Sometimes you get sucked into someone else's game plan.
Yeah.
Bro, you're standing on the feet with him. I'm not going to lie. I didn't see a legitimate takedown attempt until round 5.
Right. Yeah.
In my grappling mind, in my vision, my way of seeing things, right? And I see someone get taken down every fucking day of the week. He didn't have a legit takedown attempt. What he did have was, I'm tired, I'm getting desperate, I'm going to take a shot. Oh, I kind of failed. Okay? That's the shit I do when I'm fucking 4 training partners deep and I'm fucking tired and this guy's just fucking working me on the stand-up. I'm going to try and take him down and I'm just going to accept the fucking bottom position, right? When your coach is telling you every fucking round, take him down, and you only get 3 attempts, 1 legitimate attempt, bro, that's a fucking fix in my mind. And I'm glad it was an entertaining fight, but in my head, I could not get past that In retrospect, yeah, it was an entertaining fight because they were getting pieced up. Paddy Pimblett, though, is not a fucking striker. And you can tell, and again, with all due respect, Paddy Pimblett would kick the shit out of me. And guess what? He kicked the shit out of you too. And everyone watching this right now. He's throwing haymakers, dude. He's not a fucking good striker. And
I don't know, but he can sure take a beating, though.
Sure, great. This isn't Rocky, okay? This isn't fucking Rocky.
Some people like me can take an enormous amount of punishment. Like I could take a good beating.
Brain damage you just showed.
Yeah, well, that's probably why. And folks, you'll see as time goes on, I'm always asking Michael because I'm forgetting what the fuck I'm talking about. So you'll see the signs of what is it? CTC? Yeah.
CTC, yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm hearing what you're saying. I just think, okay, for some reason, they came out and they just started throwing bombs at each other. And it just kind of, I don't know, maybe Patty got pissed in his mind and said, fuck it, I'll beat him at his own game, which a lot of fighters get sucked up into. They lose their game plan and they fucking think, oh, I'll just fight him and beat him at his own game. Well, no, you got worked. Maybe. But let me ask you, if this is fixed, what is your theory? What would be the reason? Why would the reason? Because I would think they'd want to promote Patty as the winner to keep him going on his championship route. What do you think?
I think that they were, I'm gonna sound like a fucking conspiracy theorist, but I don't give a fuck what you people think. I think they were worried that if Patty went up against Ilia Topuria, the true 155 champ, he'd have a decent chance of beating him, right? Because his grappling's fucking off the fucking charts, man. So they want Gaethje, who's older now, who also admitted on his own volition that the next fight I'm going to get is a title fight. And if I don't get a title fight, I'm just going to fucking retire. Okay, you got a title fight. You're the interim champ. Now you're going to get smoked by Ilia Topuria, which is the reason they want that is because Ilia, I'm not sure about the rankings now, but Ilia, before he just to catch you up to speed, he's going through a divorce right now, right?
Okay.
And it's getting pretty messy, and he was like, I gotta step away from the UFC right now. I gotta figure this shit out, then I'll come back, right? So that's why they had this title fight last night to determine who the interim is. So when Ilia comes back, he'll fight the interim champion, unite the belt, and then whoever wins that is the champ, right?
Gotcha.
So I think they wanted Ilia to have an easier time when he comes back. He's gonna fucking dog walk Justin Gaethje, because Justin Gaethje has fucking terrible striking defense. And Ilya's a fucking mean Spaniard boxer, bro. He's fucking mean. And he's gonna fucking starch Justin Gaethje. And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna have the number one pound for pound and the number 2 pound for pound, Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev for the welterweight title. And if Ilia wins, he will be the first ever 3-division UFC champion. That is what they are doing. And mark my words, 6 months to a year from now, Ilia and Islam will be fighting each other. And that's the route they're going to go. So they wanted to give Ilia an easier time. It's fucking fixed, bro. All sports are fucking fixed. And then I'm coming from the perspective of the NFL, the NBA. We see this shit with the FBI. Like, bro, it's all fucking fixed. Don't fucking sports bet. You're a fucking tool if you do. You're going to lose your fucking money. Unless you know some insider information. At that point, hook your boy up. Then maybe I'll sports bet. But until then, it's a fucking scam. Don't do it. Okay?
All right.
And you know what? Speaking of grappling, while we're a little heated.
Go ahead. Let's get more heated.
I got to be honest. Some things have been occurring in the news lately. And you know me, I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a more conservative guy than you, which is, neither here nor there.
Right.
I'm typically more pro law enforcement. But man, if you're a fucking cop and you don't train jujitsu, you're a fucking bitch, bro. If you can't hold me down when you're trying to arrest me, You're a fucking bitch, man. And guess what? If you look me in the eye and say, well, I don't have the money for it, homie, this is your fucking job. It's not my job, and I fucking do it every day. It's your fucking job to arrest people, and you got to keep yourself safe and other people safe. You have no fucking excuse. Go to a fucking jujitsu gym and learn how to fucking grapple and learn how to hold someone down. Because I saw a video yesterday, and you just saw it, of I think it was ICE or Border Patrol. I'm not too sure. And again, facts may come up later on that change my opinion about this. But until then, this is my opinion. You got 5 fucking law enforcement officers trying to detain one guy, and it ends up where he's on his fucking stomach. Some dude comes up and fucking executes him. Bro, there is 5 of you.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll have a fucking ego about it. I could have detained that guy by myself because I fucking train. And because I'm not afraid,
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to get my fucking ass whooped in the training room, so I can whoop someone's ass if I ever have to. God forbid, knock on wood. Bro, it's fucking disgraceful is what it is. And you know what? Departments should pay for it. The fucking law enforcement officers should pay for it. Like they should pay for their own training. I don't give a fuck, dude. I've met some cops that I train with. They're good dudes. They don't have an ego about them because they know we're here to learn, and they know the consequences of fucking violence.
Right.
And they know there's always a motherfucker out there who can beat them. They always know it.
Yeah.
And those guys are the chillest guys because they know. They know. And they're confident in themselves. They're confident that if this fucking crackhead or this protester decides to get uppity with me, I can handle it without taking out my gun, without taking out my fucking weapons.
Right.
And now that being said, thank everyone for their service. Thank you for those who serve honorably and who don't have a fucking ego about them and who actually care about the people they're fucking they're there to protect. But yeah, that was a disgraceful display of fucking. It was bad.
Fucking humanity. It was a disgraceful fucking display of humanity. And here's my thought on this. So, folks, we're not a political show, but we're not oblivious to what's going on in the fucking world. And so if you don't like this part, sorry. But as Mike has said, we don't fucking care because we're doing this for us. If y'all want to join us, great. So here's my opinion on this. I don't know, and I don't know if you even know, but I don't know what training police officers get as far as like hand-to-hand combat or submission techniques. I don't know what they get. I'm assuming they get more training now because they don't have to use their hands now. They can use fucking tasers. Fucking, I don't even know if they still carry batons. They can carry rubber bullets. They have all kinds of other shit besides their fucking sidearm. Here's my opinion. I'm a vet. I've actually worked in law enforcement as well. And what we saw, just in context, Michael showed me this right before we got on, and I hadn't seen it. Look, I've been ignoring the news because it's just every day is one fucking horrible thing after another. And sometimes you just gotta put a line in the sand. So I haven't been watching. And of course, the second fucking shooting from ICE occurred yesterday. And Michael had me watch the video before we got on. And in my opinion, I'm just flabbergasted, dude. Like, when did this become okay? Look, you can say what you want about me, my political views, whatever. I'm not a government guy. I'm a fucking Constitution guy. I fucking spilled my blood in the mud. I joined the military for that exact belief in the Constitution of the United States, not fucking shooting fucking protesters in the fucking street, or even if you're trying to detain them. Look, I know a lot of people out there are going to spin it like fucking George Floyd. Well, he deserved it. Okay. If you think a person getting fucking thrown on the ground, 5 guys beating the crap out of him, and then getting executed is acceptable in this country, okay, you have your opinion. That's not what I believe in. And I think it's fucking disgraceful and atrocious. And again, I don't know their training fucking regimens, but I can probably guarantee you this: we're not going to see any fucking ice commercials on the AFC or NFC championship game, or probably the Super Bowl. Which, if you noticed, have you noticed how many ice commercials there have been, like, to get people to join? And if you join thinking you're going to be some kind of cool fucking badass, you're not a badass, dude, when you shoot a fucking man or anyone in the back of the fucking head
while he's on his stomach.
Why he's on his stomach. You're not a fucking badass. You're a fucking coward. And coming from someone who's trained in deadly force is supposed to be a last fucking resort. You're not just supposed to, even for cops shoot people when they're fucking scared. That's just the bottom line. They get scared, they pull their fucking piece, and they fucking blast away because they're scared. In my day, when you joined the military or you were a cop, you were taught, we're not here to fucking kill people. Your life is supposed to be worth more than somebody else's when you're protecting someone. And the fact that you would put yourself over the person or the people that you're trying to help and protect in this country, fucking shame on you. And being taught deadly force, it's a last resort, dude. You don't fucking, you risk your life until the actual point when you see a weapon pointed at you. That's when you fucking fire, not fucking just willy-nilly. Oh, I'm scared. There's 5 of us. Well, maybe this guy will hurt us. Okay, cool. And the lady that y'all shot, congratulations on that. Yeah, you can spin it into she's trying to run you down, but come on. Let's fucking be real here. Go ahead, Mike.
If I could add, and the reason they're scared is because they don't have the training. But it's getting to a point where you can't sit there and say, oh, well, my department doesn't pay for it. Homie, you signed up for the job. You know you're going to have to go hands-on with people. Pay for a fucking jiu-jitsu. Bro, if you're a cop, I'll tell you this. If you're a cop in the Phoenix area and you want to learn how to fucking handle someone with grappling and not with a weapon, and you want to actually build fucking confidence, and you want to learn how to not be afraid, fucking drop a comment below. I'll fucking give you free classes. I'll donate my time. But it's to the point where there's no fucking excuse. If you're a cop and you don't train jiu-jitsu or you don't train fucking wrestling or MMA, shame on you. It's on you. It's your fault. And I pray, I hope that you don't end up fucking killing someone one day. Because you're afraid, and it's okay. Everyone's afraid when they start. I still get my fucking adrenaline going. I've been doing this shit for 4 years, bro. When I go out there and I fucking compete, I still get my adrenaline going, right? But it gets less and less the more I do it. Okay, so
I get you, man. Like, and it's okay to be scared. I was scared. We've all been scared. Even with a weapon in our hand, we're fucking frightened. We're not just frightened for ourselves, but we're frightened. What the fuck am I going to end up fucking ending someone? It's a scary fucking thought, and I get it. But to freak out and just fucking not give a fuck about another human life, like, it's just fucking flabbergasting to me. And in our country, in America, we're fucking executing people, and it's just fucking like, when is enough and enough? I know everyone loves this new whatever the fuck we're doing right now. Okay, great. But it's okay to be scared. But man, I just as me being a person, I'm willing to risk my life on the chance that this person may kill me if it means that I'm not fucking killing them without being 100% sure that they need to be fucking ended. And if you're scared and you're fucking your final thought is, I'll just fucking shoot this person and deal with the consequences later, that's just fucking cowardice. And I don't care who you are. And I'm not trying to talk bad. I think the Phoenix Police Department is fucking great. I mean, we don't have, we've had some issues, but we haven't had fucking straight executions in the street. And
actually, there are a lot of Phoenix cops who are fucking heroes, man. Like, there was this good dude off 16th Street in Indian School holding a fucking kid hostage in the middle of the road. This cop comes up, he makes a quick decision, takes aim, takes that fucking asshole out. And then what stuck with me was once the dude drops, Cop tries to go up, and his
Right.
partner's like, wait for backup. And the dude's like, fuck that. I'm getting this kid to safety.
Right.
Like, that's a fucking hero right there.
Right. When you risk
Like,
yourself to save someone else and you don't fucking end up blasting, the person, you're a fucking hero.
well, they killed that guy, but that guy had it fucking coming. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck that guy. The guy's a piece of shit. He's holding his own kid hostage at gunpoint.
Right.
Hey, I won't lose sleep over that. But like, when a guy's on his fucking stomach and there are 5 of you, there's 1 of you for each fucking limb and his head to hold him down. And then you just come up and shoot. Come on, bro.
And then you got a guy punching the dude in the head like he's fucking part of the UFC fight last night. I'm like,
it's despicable, man. It's a lack of confidence. It's a lack of training.
Yep.
That's what it is. So again,
I won't say lack of training. I'll say lack of confidence, because let's be fair, we don't know. Well, we don't exactly know what they're trained in. So, but I get what you're saying.
If I can give you a little insight, and maybe, I'm no expert on anything. But at one point I did want to be a police officer here in Phoenix, at least. And yeah, man, it's bad. The training's bad. Like, they get like, I think 1 hour a week when they're in the academy of actual fucking hands-on training, which is anyone who trains any kind of fucking combat sport is not enough. It's not enough. Right. You need to be going minimum of 3 times if you want to get competent at it in a 6-month period. And even then, it takes years, man. It took me fucking 3 years to not have 2 left feet on the mat. And now, but now it's to the point where any dude who walks into that door, I know I could smoke him. Gi, no gi, fucking whatever it is, I know I could handle him. And that's the confidence that comes with it. So again, if you're a cop in the Phoenix area, this isn't on you. Like, maybe perhaps I was a little too harsh with the word bitch, but dude, you know the job, you know the risk. Go out there and fucking train. If it's a money issue, there are gyms out there who are willing to do that shit for free, or who will do a group discount where like, hey, bring your whole entire fucking department, and we'll train you guys on this day. And yeah, and so
what, in my world, I'd love to. I think, and this is probably going to be a hot take, whatever. I think that police officers in this country shouldn't carry weapons anymore. I mean, they don't fucking carry weapons in fucking Europe. No. See, well, there you go. Because give them everything else that they need. Give them rubber bullets. Give them fucking. They get their fucking. They still have their tasers. They have a fucking baton. Fucking. Give them rubber bullets. They don't need fucking guns, dude. If you want to start blasting folks like this, and this isn't the cops. I know this is an ICE thing. Which, if you think that the cops aren't getting trained, what are these new ICE agents getting trained in? Sure. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. They haven't been deployed like this ever. This is like a new thing. By the way, have you seen any of those YouTube videos or TikTok videos where these ICE agents are getting like yelled at and detained by New York police officers? Like, is that a real thing, or is that AI?
I haven't. That's got to be AI, dude. That's civil war right there. You know that, right?
Because that's what I'm asking. Is that real? Because somebody's posting a lot of these videos where New York police officers are yelling at ICE agents because they have their masks on, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna be big and bad and do this? Why are you wearing masks?" So I guess
if they're just yelling, then maybe, but if they're fucking arresting ICE agents, that's fucking civil war. There's no 2 ways about it. That's
why is that? It's not civil war.
That's the local government, that is the state government, and the federal government fighting each other. That is a civil war by definition.
Okay, I mean, but
so I take it with a grain of salt. Is what I'm saying.
No, I'm asking you if it's real, because I didn't believe it's real.
I haven't seen it, but I'll have to look it up.
With AI, we don't know what the fuck is real anymore.
I'll say this to what you said about cops not carrying guns. It'd be nice, but guess what? We're one of the most armed populations on the planet. It won't work.
It's the job, bro. It's the job. When we go in the military, we're not like, is the enemy gonna have guns? Like, fuck that, dude. Like, it's part of your fucking job.
Yeah, but in the military,
you know what this would do? This would weed out the people that are fucking cowards, because they wouldn't join the police force because they know well, fuck, what if I don't have my gun? What am I going to do? Only real fucking like men with courage, or men and women with courage, would join the police force, in my mind. I'm not saying it would ever happen. It's not a perfect world. And all you people that are Second Amendment people are cool. Hey, I believe in the fucking Constitution. But if you really want to weed out this kind of shit, take the fucking guns away, and then we'll see how many officers there really are that are really willing to get out there and help people. Remember, it used to be called peace officer, dude, not fucking police officer, fucking, you know, RoboCop.
Yeah.
Like, and again, we're kind of putting this on the cops. This isn't a cop thing that we're talking about. We're just using this as an example. We really should, Mike, be talking about ICE. Now that training, I don't know what the fuck is going on, because they just newly formed all this bullshit. And yeah, you know, they're going out and pulling people out of cars, I guess, is an okay thing in this country now. So yeah. Those of you that support that, great. Okay.
To be fair, something you said when you were in the military, that's the job. To be fair, you were armed, and that's, of
course. But we had consequences. If, dude, we couldn't just fucking, you know, you can't just blast people in the military. Yeah, I know there's a lot of movies that portray like people, you know, we're mowing down motherfuckers, and the U.S. military is the worst on the planet. No, we have rules, and we're under even stricter rules. If you fuck around and you start fucking using your weapon in a kind of a fucked up way, if you know what I'm saying, there's called the UCMJ, and you can get court-martialed, you can get thrown in the brig, you could fucking lose your career, you could lose everything. So there's a lot stricter measures that the military takes over. Like, you don't see that in the police department. Yeah, you hear once in a while, oh, somebody got suspended, or they got fired, or they, you know, they got suspended without pay, or they got fired, or whatever. But in the military, you do that shit, you fucking go to jail, dude. If somebody else looks and says, dude, that was an unjustified fucking killing, uniform code of military justice is specifically for that reason, so that we just don't go willy-nilly killing folks. And there used to be, you know, an etiquette. There used to be rules to engagement. There's not rules to engagement, you know, on the street.
Right.
There should be rules of engagement for police officers, for ICE, for sheriff's department, anybody, any law enforcement that's on the street. There's got to be rules of engagement. And if there is, then nobody's really abiding by them. And sir, I bet you this is what's going to happen. Probably 4 of those guys will get fucking suspended, or no, they'll get fired. They'll definitely get fired. We'll never get their identities, because, you know, ICE is so fucking important now, like the Gestapo was. We can't fucking mess with that. But, you know, they'll get fired, and then probably the guy who shot, if we don't find out, here's the thing, if we don't find out that person's identity, if I don't know if we already have, if we don't, that person will never, they'll get fired, but I guarantee they won't go to jail. And if they did, Donald Trump will just fucking pardon them. Oh, well, he shot a dude, but, you know, it was under the premise of whatever, man. Sure. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. And see, sorry, folks, we didn't want to get into this, but we felt like, let's fucking talk about it, because
I felt like it was a perfect transition into it.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, it's just, go ahead, man. Just one last thing. Like Mike said, it's a disgusting display of fucking humanity, especially when we're supposed to be Americans. And I guess the lesson of us, you know, being the example for the rest of the world is just fucking out the window. And fuck it. I mean, hey, people like that kind of shit. Fuck the rest of the world. Did you hear in the UFC fights last night? Every person that was from another country, ironically, that weren't white, got fucking booed. Song Yudong from China, boo. Okay, I get it.
We're Americans. Hold on.
We used to at least have some decorum where we're not fucking booing people because of their race or where they're from. We used to be better than that, but I know we're not anymore.
Okay.
So, and then they booed for all the people, the whole Hispanic people that were from Dominican Republic and from wherever. Did you not hear that? And I'm okay with that. If you want to express, you have the right to express yourself in that manner.
Bro,
but it just makes sense. Like, Apple, dude. Come on, dude.
No, it's like booing for your fucking the enemy team at a fucking football game. Okay. I feel like you're reading too much into it, but hey, that's your opinion.
I'm just saying, at public events, we used to be better than that. We didn't fucking boo somebody because they were from China. We used to respect at least that they were a fucking fighter from another country. And yeah, we want them to lose. We always want the American to win. But that doesn't mean we got to be like, boo, fuck this guy because, oh, he's Chinese. Okay, cool. I get it, man. That's where we
anyway,
are.
Speaking of the fights last night, rounding it back, you had a topic you wanted.
He's trying to tell me to be quiet, folks.
No,
that's fine. Go ahead.
You had a topic, or we had a idea of a kind of a fun little game that we. Could play.
Go ahead. Cool me down. I'm fucking hot right now.
No, So I thought of an idea of it would be interesting to see which movie stars we think we could beat in a fight, and which MMA fighters I think I could beat in a jiu-jitsu match.
This guy.
And I think, hey, I'm confident in myself, but I'm realistic.
All right. Well, first of all, hold on. If you're talking jiu-jitsu, unless I know a movie star or somebody like knows jiu-jitsu, I can't say that they beat you. Now in a fight,
if you were to call here's how we'll do it. Movie stars, it's a straight up fight, no jiu-jitsu, or like we're not considering in a fight in a jiu-jitsu. But for MMA fighters, for UFC stars, it's only jiu-jitsu. I recognize that everyone in the UFC would beat me in a fight. So it's not interesting that way. It's more interesting if it's a jiu-jitsu match.
But okay, so folks, I'm just going to tell you then right now, Michael texted me last night. The fuck did you say? Oh, I think I could take, who was it? You were like, I could take him in jiu-jitsu. And I'm saying, stop it, dude.
Okay,
hold on. I talked over you. Tell the audience again who you just said.
Sean O'Malley.
First of all, we might, it's a long shot, but we might be able to make this happen because he does live here in Arizona. But Mike,
can I justify?
I love you, bro. I love you like my own son. Come on, bro.
Let me justify
some other kind of grappling skill. You think he still couldn't beat you?
Let me justify it. Okay. One, I outweigh Sean O'Malley by about 20 to 30 pounds. Okay. That ain't no joke. Yes. He fights at 150. If we're taking in their fighting weight,
he's got like 12
walking around. Yeah, he's like 6 foot. Walking around, he's probably like 170, 180. Right. Okay. But I'm taking in their fighting weight. Okay. So I got 20, 30 pounds on him.
Okay.
In gi jiu-jitsu, I think there is a 60-40 split that I beat him. Okay. He's skilled. He's got skills. Okay.
Right.
The gi's kind of an equalizer, and he's known to be a striker. Now, UFC fighters are known to have, they need to have good grappling, right? But he's grappling in no gi. Okay. Now, so gi 60-40, right? Me. No gi 70-30 to him. Because obviously, whenever he grapples, he's doing it in no gi, right? I still have a weight advantage on him. And also, if he gets sloppy, I could catch him with something and tap him out. It could happen, right? It's not like, look, he's a phenomenal athlete. He's better than me in a lot of things, but I'm no fucking slouch. And it's like, like when Darth Vader is fighting Luke Skywalker, right? In Empire, and he's fucking toying with him, but then Luke gets a few good shots in, and then that's when Vader kicks it up, right? What I'm saying is that could be that with me and him and no-gi, but if I catch his neck, that might be it, right? I might be able to get him. So that's my thought process.
Okay.
I outweigh him, and in the gi, I probably train in the gi more than him.
All right, I've got it. I've got the gist of the game. I've got the first question for you now. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
So, folks, the game is, can Mike or myself take these people, famous Hollywood stars, in a fight. And we're going to preface this by saying, hey, we love you guys. We don't ever want to fight with you.
Yes.
We're just doing a hypothetical game here. So
Yes.
don't get upset. Anyway, Mike, can you beat in a fight straight up using all your knowledge, skills, Michael B. Jordan?
I'm gonna give it, man, nah, because I seen how big he is in fucking Creed. How tall is Michael B. Jordan? Can I look up stats?
He's taking boxing for Creed, dude. He's got
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if he knows boxing. A grappler is always gonna negate a fucking striker.
We love you, Michael B. We love you.
Royce Gracie proved this in UFC 1. A grappler, a pure grappler, and a pure striker. The grappler fucking wins. Just saying. How tall is Michael B. Jordan?
He's like 5 something. He's under 6 feet. And the reason why I mentioned him is because I don't know if you know, Mike, but Sinners just broke the record for the most Academy Award nominations ever with 16. Beat out Titanic and fudge. There was one other fucking movie that I forgot, but so I wanted to throw him out first because I'm telling you honestly, if you're asking me that, nah, he's gonna beat the shit out of me, man. He's got fast hands. He's in shape.
Okay, so he's 5'11" to 6 feet tall, weighing from 175 to 200.
Okay.
I mean, obviously he had to fucking learn some boxing for Creed.
Right.
That being said, I give it 70-30 me. I think I shoot a double leg on him.
Okay.
I think if I'm clinched up with him, I'm getting him down. Because obviously I'm like 175, 180 right now. If I clinch up with him, I'm taking him down. And I'm not gonna lie, once I get him on the ground, I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to him.
I'm not lying saying that you can't. Once you got a hold of his neck, you could fucking do some damage and put him to sleep. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, to get there, can you get to that point where you got him, you're on his back, you got him in a fucking rear naked choke?
That's why I say 70-30, because there's a good chance, he just bench presses me off him. There's a good chance he outmuscles me. There's a good chance he gets a good clean puncher's chance and knocks me out. So I'll give him 70-30.
I'll give myself an 80-20 that he beat the shit out of me. Go ahead, Mike. Give me one. Go.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh shit, man. Now are we talking Dwayne when he was at his biggest like a year ago, or are we talking like skinnier Dwayne now? Because he's like slimmed down.
I'll say biggest, like big.
Oh, dude.
Not in his prime, but like
give me his height. How tall is he? He's got to be 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". So if he's 6'5", that means I got to work to get up to his vitals. So, fuck that. Who am I kidding? No, I'm not gonna beat him, but I'll give myself.
Give me a split.
I'll give myself I want to say 60-40, but I feel like that's too much. I think I'll do well with bigger dudes because I'm a bigger dude myself, and I move like a fucking cement truck. So I'm thinking, and I can take a lot of punches to the head. I'm not saying technically I'm great. Like, I haven't studied martial arts in fucking years. In case you're all interested, I actually took a year of Tang Sudo in Kunsan, South Korea. There's a little air base in South Korea that it's right outside of the base. And this guy is actually the same guy who trained Chuck Norris. And so I studied that for a year. That being said, dabbled in a little bit of boxing, but these hands aren't ready for fucking striking. So I'd have to hope that I can get maybe a good kick to the balls and then get around him. And what did you say how tall he was? What, 6'4"?
He's 6'5".
6'5". Okay. Yeah. So I got to get up to the vitals. So if I could somehow smash one of his legs, smash one of his knees, or kick him in the nuts and get him to fucking stoop down a little bit, I can get my arms around that neck, and then we'll see. So I give myself, I guess I gotta, you know what? I'm giving myself a 65-35. How about that?
I'd give myself 90-10 for him. There's a 10% chance I'm beating him. First of all, he's 6'5". He's a fucking Samoan. I've trained with Samoans. There's a kid here that goes to a local high school. 14 years old. He's 6'2", 260 pounds. That kid will be an NFL player one day. I've trained with him. He ragdolls me. He was ragdolling me at the age of 12. And I'm 5'7", 170-ish pounds. Yeah, and The Rock wrestled in high school. I ain't fucking beating him. Just that's not how life works. I can accept that. Just physically and probably talentedly, he's just better than me. And I accept that. But I always got a chance. He shoots a double leg. I shoot a guillotine on him. There's a chance there. We'll see what happens. Maybe he fucks up somewhere along the ways, but yeah, more than likely not.
All right. You or Finn Wolfhard?
All right. Trigger warning to any folks out there. I would assault Finn Wolfhard in multiple ways. He is not posing a physical threat to me in any way, shape, or form. I literally do whatever I want to him.
Okay.
And it's not even funny. I'm thinking about it. I don't give a fuck. He's got a pencil neck. I'd squeeze his head off.
You could throw some jabs to your face with that long reach, bro.
He's not doing anything.
Okay. Wow.
He's not doing anything.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Mike gonna physically assault Finn Wolfhard.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Here's a little known forgotten movie star.
Okay.
He was in a couple of movies. He was recently in The Smashing Machine. He was also in Here Comes the Boom. And he did a string of self-defense tapes back in the day. You or Boss Rutan?
I knew you were going to say that. I didn't know he was in The Smashing Machine.
Yeah, he plays himself in it.
That movie just came out on streaming, everybody, in case you're interested.
It's
I think
dog
it's on
shit.
HBO.
Don't go watch it.
Well, no, it's on HBO Max. So, okay. So me or...
Come on, just out with it.
Wait, who did you say? I already fucking forgot.
Boss Rutan. Just come out with it.
Okay, so are we playing by his rules where he could grab a steak knife or a fucking
it's a fight.
glass?
It's a street fight. It doesn't matter. Stop it. You're not fucking beating him.
No, I'm not beating him. Of course not. But my percentage is probably 90-10 that he fucking kills
There's
me.
a chance.
He's probably gonna fucking take a fucking ketchup bottle, break it, and stab me in the fucking jugular with it. Like
I don't think he even needs to do that. I think he just whoops you.
I totally agree. All right, smart guy. Kind of along those lines, you, and you can ask me this one too because it might be a fair fight. You against Kevin James. He studies MMA too.
Yeah, no, he did. In a fight?
In a fight. No,
yeah.
No,
Kevin James has me. He's got me. I'll admit it. Kevin James. He's fucking got me. What about I give it 95-5. For him. Like, he's trained, he's younger, he's bigger than me, he's wrestled. Yeah, I'm not beating him.
I give myself a 75-25. I gotta hope that maybe I get him on a day where he ate a big meal or he's fucking out of shape, and I could hope that that I could fucking best him. But all due respect, like he trains and he fucking works hard, and he would definitely kill me. Go ahead.
All right, I got one for you.
Go ahead.
You or Keanu Reeves?
First of all, I wouldn't even want to hurt Keanu because I fucking love him so much. But if he was like, "Hey, bro, it's time," I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I think I pretty much am."
Yeah,
I mean, well, hold on. I mean, but he studies grappling too for those movies, John Wick. So yeah, he's gonna kick the shit out of me, dude. I'll give myself, just because I just want to believe that I could at least get a couple good licks on him. Maybe, hopefully, if I could get one good fucking right hook to the fucking head. So I'll give myself like an 85-15 percentage that I could beat him.
What are his physical attributes?
Oh, well, I think he's over 6 feet. he's in hella shape. Like, you know, he's always
He's
and
six
dude, he
foot
just
one and he's 175 pounds. Oh, dude.
yeah, I'm
80
pretty
20,
sure.
I'm kicking the shit out of him. Oh,
80-20.
Yeah, bro. 80-20, I'm kicking the shit out of Keanu Reeves.
You think so? Oh.
Yeah, 100%.
Wait. You just said you're gonna beat up Keanu Reeves. Stop it. You could not
80-20?
take him. You
Why
wait,
not?
you have him 80 over. You have the 80%?
I would beat him. There's an 80% chance I beat Keanu Reeves in a fight.
Boy, you gave yourself a high percentage there, man. Okay.
I
totally
most
disagree with you. I
confident.
think he grapples too, bro. Like if he gets
Yeah,
just
I've been doing it longer, bro.
I know, but you also know he's
I'm
taller than
probably
you.
like it took him. He just got his blue belt, and he's been grappling for how many years? It's not because he's bad. It's just because he doesn't do it as much. I've done it more.
Plus he's over 50 years old, so yeah.
He's also 50 years old, right? I'm in my fucking physical prime, unless he's on gear. But even then, I train with old dudes who are on gear all the time, and it helps. It ain't the determining factor. I'll tell you that. And then 6'1". I mean, yeah, he's got a reach on me, but I'm the same weight, if not heavier than him. He ain't beating me.
All right, bro. I think I'll give you some credit. I think you could somehow get behind him and then work him, but I don't know. I feel like he's spry on his feet. He knows how to fucking move. He knows how to keep his chest in front of you instead of his back, if you know what I mean. He knows how to keep his front in front of you. Yeah.
That's all great. But once I wrap my forearms around his neck like an anaconda, there's nothing that he can
all right.
that.
You were Tom Hardy.
Ooh, that was a good one. I was hoping you'd bring that up. In a fight, Tom Hardy's got me. But in Jujitsu, I give it 50-50. I think I could beat him.
No geese.
I think I beat him. I think I can beat him 50-50. Actually, in no-gi, I'll give him. I'd make it 60-40 me. Yeah, I'm heel hooking him, bro. I'm snapping his fucking ACL.
Boy, this is confidence, folks.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. He's getting heel hooked. Bad. I'll cripple him. I'm kidding, obviously. In the gi though, yeah, 50. It's actually a really good matchup because we're the same
big and stocky.
rank.
Yeah,
we're the same weight, relative height. We'd be in the same bracket. The only difference is our age. He's in, I think, 2 age brackets above me, but pretty soon I'll be in Masters 1, and then that one and Sean O'Malley we could make happen. But yeah, obviously with the other guys, like when it comes to like fights or jiu-jitsu matches, I can simple game with Tom Hardy. Now I'm throwing in a lasso. I'm throwing in spider lasso. I'm pegging him over. If he doesn't, I'm going to the omoplata. And yeah, I just don't see. And now I could see him wrestle fucking me too. That's also a possibility. He's just too fucking much, and he just fucking smashes me.
I think you're really taking people's strength out of the equations in this. Like,
no, I'm not.
You're totally ignoring strength. Like if he gets you on the ground, he might be able to have his way with you because he's strong. I mean, you have the same type body as Tom Hardy. If you had the traps, you'd look just like him.
I'm not at all taking strength out of the equation. In fact, I know how much, if anything, I know how much strength does play in it.
Right.
I could have all the technical skill in the world, but that's why there are weight classes, right? Is he stronger than me physically? Yes. But is it so disproportional, like between me and The Rock? No.
Right.
Like, The Rock is fucking astronomically stronger than me, which is why he would beat me. Tom Hardy, probably like 10% stronger, 20% stronger. I can deal with that.
Okay. I
can deal with it.
All right. Give me one. Go.
Let's see. You or Christian Bale?
Look, I like Christian Bale, and he does have those anger issues sometimes. But look, again, this isn't real, folks. But I gotta believe I could somehow win something against him. I think I could take him. Oh, God,
Like
that sounds
prime
fucking.
shape, 200-pound Batman
Okay,
begins Christian Bale.
wait, hold on though. Let me ask you something. In this scenario, in this game, are we both in the prime shapes of our lives? Because that I'm taking what I am now. Are we taking what we are now? Or are we take? Well, you still
I'm
haven't.
in my prime. I'm
You
in my
could be
prime, baby.
See, I'm not in my prime. In my prime, I got
I'm
some
taking you
different.
how you are now.
Fuck. Well, I gotta believe that because I have such anger inside that I could just fucking somehow monkey stomp him. But and we love you, Christian, even though Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman. Sorry. Well, that's a good one too. Ooh, there we go. We're gonna go into those boys in a minute. So I gotta believe that I'm gonna give a slight edge, 55-45, that I could beat Christian Bale. I'm taking an age into consideration. He doesn't normally bulk up and work out like he did in Batman. And I could definitely take him if he was like he was in The Machinist. If it's that weight, I'm fucking killing him. If he's even the weight, maybe that. No, he was in really good shape though in American Psycho. So probably not that physical shape. But if he's the Machinist, I'm fucking taking him every time. 100%. I'm taking him as the Machinist. Now, let's go into that then. And you can do any era of Ben Affleck you want. Ben Affleck or you?
How tall is Ben Affleck?
He's like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". No, he might be even taller because he's pretty tall.
He's 6'3".
There, yeah. Do something. I mean, he's big as shit. Well, especially when he's
to 240 pounds for Batman v Superman and the way back.
Okay, hold on.
Down to around. So at his peak, he was 245 pounds.
All right, let me ask you then. Mall Rats Affleck against you.
I'm killing him.
Okay. Batman Ben Affleck against you.
He's raping me.
Okay. Then I know it's my turn. Well, I'll answer this one. Again, Ben Affleck, early Ben Affleck, like when he's in Dazed and Confused. Hello, man. I was just walking your young
He's
son
still
home.
in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he's actually big in that one. So fuck, maybe.
What about
No, I'll
Amy?
take him in Armageddon. I'll take him as Armageddon Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Then I take him as Batman. He's killing me. Any era of Matt Damon you want. Dogma Matt Damon. Can Dogma
The Martian Matt Damon. I'm fucking him up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What about Dogma Matt Damon?
I can't think of it. No, you know what? I think I even take
Elysium when he's
Good Will
big as hell?
Hunting. Good Will Hunting. I think I take him.
Yeah, you could probably take him at that age, but when he becomes Jason Bourne, I think he's starting to fuck you up, dude.
All right, well,
really,
we'll never find out.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait. Let's get this clear. So you're saying you could take Matt Damon in his shape as Jason Bourne?
You just have no idea how easy. I'm sorry, this has been a long time coming. You just have no fucking idea how easy it is when someone is trained and the other person is not. How bad, like, I could just fuck that person up.
Okay.
You have no idea. It's like playing with a child. And sure, you want to say, okay, if we add punches to it, like, it changes things. Okay, I guess. But, like,
what do you mean?
The odds of me ending up on top against someone who's untrained versus them ending up on top of me are so big. And it's like, okay, we want to add punches now. You think I don't know how to take this hammer fist and fucking boom, boom. You think I don't know how to take this elbow and fucking dig it into your face? Like, it's not hard, dude. Fucking monkeys do it.
I'm not saying or disrespecting in your training in jiu-jitsu. What I'm saying is, okay, maybe you think it's just that easy to fucking manhandle people with your training, but what I'm saying is, like,
I know.
And again, I don't come from that world, but I come from a world where you try to survive and you use fucking anything you can, fists, fucking nails, fucking biting, you rip ears off,
But
fucking.
like,
I'm just
do
saying
that too.
it's different from if you want to do competition type shit. Okay, that's different. You're gonna fucking, if we were in a mat and you took these guys, yes, you would fucking destroy them
But
if they're not trained. But I'm saying in a street fight, you
But
gotta
I
take.
can do that same shit too. I can do it all. I can bite, I can gouge, I can go for the nuts. But the difference is I know how to end up on top of you.
That's true. Okay.
I know how to fucking choke you unconscious, and then I can do whatever I want to you after that. I
True.
won't, because I'm not a fucking psycho.
Right.
But that's the reality, and that's the reality of violence that most people don't fucking see.
Right.
Is like, bro, like, it's not fucking worth it. I'm less likely to get into a fight because I know there are bad motherfuckers out there. I know there are a lot of people who could fuck me up.
Right.
So, hey, someone gets offended. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But I also know there's a lot of people out there that I can fuck up. And you know what? I'm not willing to risk like finding out. I don't want to find out when I'm out.
We're not talking about actual violence
here.
Sure,
no, I know, but like,
what I'm thinking is that and it's kind of a good segue into what we were talking about earlier. It's like, have some training, bro. You know what I mean? Train and I don't underestimate people, and you know, I don't know if you sometimes underestimate your abilities. I don't. I expect everyone. In fact, if I'm going into some kind of confrontation, I'm expecting to lose. My mind is going, how do I win? Because I'm already thinking I'm going to get fucked up somehow. And my main goal is to not get fucked up so much where I got to go to the hospital or I break something or tear something. I'm too old for that shit. But my main thought is also to survive. Somebody gets me on the ground, and this is what happens most of the time. If somebody knocks you out, a lot of people don't stop anymore. They just fucking keep punching and fucking, it happens all the time. And then you're really seriously fucked up. So my main goal is to not pass out. If that makes any sense. I'm not looking for anything kind of technical. I'm just trying this fight to survive. And like you said, I don't have that kind of training, and I have no doubt if you got these cats in rings, unless some of them are trained, that you fucking destroy them. But I look at in the street where I don't want to look like an asshole. And first of all, you're right. We're too old to be fighting. I don't want to be going out there and fighting with people. Now, that being said, I sometimes have my moments, especially the way people fucking drive nowadays. You want to get out of your car and just fucking start wringing some necks. Now, if you get me in full rage mode, then I'm a different story. Maybe I'm not coming at this with my rage.
You just see red?
Yes. If I'm coming in a rage mode, there's a lot that I can take. I could take some tasings. I could take some stabbings, some cuts. I could take a fucking broken nose, a fucking broken eye socket.
Can I ask you how is your rage going to pull you through when blood is being cut off to your brain circulation?
But like I told you, my first thought is, how do I not lose consciousness? How do I not? Yeah. Because I know exactly. Look, I'll be honest with you. With what you're saying, you really, I mean, yeah, you could get me. Okay, I haven't taken into account leg locks and shit you could fucking snap. Okay, I didn't take that into consideration, but my main focus would be on not passing out.
Sure.
So I'm protecting this with everything. You can fucking kill, you could destroy my face. You could fucking break my ankles. You could tear my knee cartilage, whatever. But as long as I'm still breathing, I got something left.
Okay. I want to leave you with this sentiment. The dudes I train with, we all train with each other. We all know each other's games. We all know we're trying to choke each other's necks.
Right.
And we are trained in how to do that and how not to do that. And yet we still do it to each other. What do you think I'm going to do to someone who has no idea what I'm trying to do, or who has no idea how to defend that? I'm going to strangle them.
Right. I'm saying, but you got to get to that point. So I get that you probably have a set number of movements to get to that point. I'm sure that you've been trained in how to size up somebody and get to that point. But what I'm saying is, I don't know. I don't underestimate anybody.
That's fair.
I'm not going to think that I'm going to go in and start choking some motherfuckers out. Like, even if you and I squared off, my first thought would be, okay, I know what he knows. I mean, I know what you train in, and I know where he's going first. Now, that being said, you'd probably try to go for maybe lower body, but I'm telling you, that's useless because you can't move me. If you can get behind me, you can choke me, cool. But I'm like a brick shithouse. I'm just fucking, I stand like just a cement wall wherever I'm at. And that's always been my best attribute. I'm fucking lead-footed and I'm hard to move. That's it. Now, you can, yeah, I know you're going to go for my neck. Okay. And I'm going to protect that with everything I got. And then once I start getting angry and I realize that we're serious, then I'm going to start I'm going to play dirty because I don't want to get knocked out. Anyway,
okay.
So are we finished with this game then, or do you want
Yes.
a couple more? Okay. So folks, Mike can probably beat 90% of the people in Hollywood now with his training. So we'll try to make this a little harder for you. Let's go with some people that you really like and admire. All right, how about you against David Boreanaz? Can you beat him?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not even
I can't even argue now because you made your point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm beating him.
Could I beat him? First of all, I don't want to fight him because he's a great guy, but I don't even know if yeah, I guess I could. All right. I'm going to go now full Hulk rage mode. Because I'm thinking I wasn't taking that into account at first, but now I am. And I probably, I would take David
What about
Boreanaz.
LeBron James?
Oh, I would do that one for free. I don't know. There's just something about LeBron and bro, dude, you're a billionaire. We know what's happening up top. Just fucking shave your head. Like, I don't know why you insist on having some fucking hair up there. First of all, LeBron James got the most fucked up hairline I've ever seen. Like, it's like, you're a billionaire. Cut that shit like properly. His hair drives me nuts. And it's not his fault that I dislike him. I think he just tried to build himself up so much that, as the king, I'm the king. I'm the king of the NBA. Really? I'm taking Jordan every time, bro. Every single time as the greatest of all time. Yeah, I know LeBron has all the records and that's good for him. He's played for 23 fucking years. Great. But you can't take away what Jordan's done. The mystique that he still has. When he walks into a room, everyone's just like, fuck, it's Mike, dude. Look, it's Michael. Fucking LeBron, stop it. And KD, I know you have your stands out there, but we're from Phoenix here, and we saw you for 3 fucking years, and I ain't impressed with that one either. So, and if I had to fight them both at the same time, fuck it. I think I'd lose. What am I saying? All right, smart guy. Can you take Ben Affleck and Matt Damon as a tag team at the same time?
No.
Okay. So your limitations are basically 2 people.
Yeah. Most people are, though.
All right, hold on. What about Dustin and I feel bad for saying this, but the black kid from
Lucas?
Yes, Lucas from Stranger Things. Could you take those 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
okay.
I'm literally grabbing the kid who plays Dustin by the fucking neck, and I'm using him to beat fucking kid who plays Lucas.
Oh, you're just using him as the weapon?
Yeah.
Swinging him around?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Well, real quick, I wanted to ask you before we take off. Did you watch the new trailer to Maul?
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
I loved it. I'm excited. I love Sam Witwer. He's doing the voice of Maul. He did it in the Clone Wars too. For those of you who don't know, and I'm pretty sure you don't know this, this takes place after the Clone Wars, but before A New Hope, before Solo, and before Rebels, Star Wars Rebels. So if you remember at the end of Solo, there was a
right
end credit scene with Maul where like he's kind of in charge of the crime syndicate.
Right.
This is that in between. This is going to tell that story of how he got there. And then spoilers, how he ends up on Tatooine and Obi-Wan eventually kills him and finishes him.
Nice. So it's connected to one of the good Star Wars stories. Great.
Yes.
I thought maybe, well, I guess, yeah, it's way before the fucking last three, which are fucking abysmal. But so again, can you explain to me, because I forgot, how does he have legs again? Like his bottom half?
At the end of Phantom Menace, he gets cut in half.
Right.
But he survived that. In the Clone Wars, he has a brother who finds him and basically gives him legs. And then Maul was like, I was thrown away like garbage, we're gonna rebuild this. You're gonna be my apprentice, and we're gonna I'm gonna get revenge on Obi-Wan. So during the Clone Wars, he goes and he becomes a nuisance for the Jedi Order. Him and Obi-Wan face off a couple of times, and it ended with, originally it had ended with Palpatine going and kicking the shit out of Maul and his apprentice, and killing his apprentice. And then from there, he got captured, or he goes to Mandalore and he takes over. There's a hostage situation there. And he was trying to draw out Anakin so he could tell him about Palpatine's plan. Right. And he was essentially going to try and make Anakin his apprentice. But Ahsoka, who from the Ahsoka series, who is also Anakin's apprentice, they send her to go deal with Maul. And she, he's telling her about a conspiracy to kill the Jedi. And it literally leads into Order 66. Ahsoka's clones turn on her. She escapes. Maul escapes. And then the Clone Wars ends with Vader thinking Ahsoka is dead.
Yeah.
Right. So this takes place after that.
Okay.
Where Maul's in hiding. The Jedi have already been killed. The Empire's on the rise. Okay. What does the Empire look like? Is this what we envisioned? Is this good, bad? And kind of just him trying to build his crime syndicate. And So
do we know Darth Maul's true end yet, or his story still hasn't been told? So we know eventually what happens to him?
Yes. So in Star Wars Rebels, basically they bring him back, and Star Wars Rebels was an original continuation of the Clone Wars, right? Okay. So you had old characters making a return. Ahsoka returns, and Maul basically he finds out Obi-Wan Kenobi's on fucking Tatooine, and he's like, you know what? This has been spanning fucking decades. This guy fucking left me to die like a rat. I'm gonna go finish this once and for all. And so he finally finds Obi-Wan, and it's old Ben Kenobi now. He's watching over Luke, and Obi-Wan's trying to reason with him, like, hey, dude, like, hatred's not the way. Like, this has been a long time, you and I. Let's just walk away. Let's end it.
Right.
And then Maul's like, why are you in the desert? Something's not adding up here. What are you hiding? Oh, you're protecting someone. And then Obi-Wan's like, now I gotta fucking kill you because you know too much, because he's like, he's gotta protect Luke. So he fucking lights his lightsaber up. He's like, let's go, motherfucker. And the battle is over. Maul whips out his lightsaber.
Right.
Obi-Wan does his little two-fingered point. Right. Maul doesn't change his stance. Obi-Wan goes from his two-finger point, and he goes to how Qui-Gon held his lightsaber.
Right.
Maul doesn't change his fucking stance, and it's like three quick moves. / Maul tries to hit Obi-Wan with the butt of the lightsaber like he did to Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
But Obi-Wan knows this fucking trick, and he fucking cuts Maul down. And then, Maul's dying in his arms. Obi-Wan's like, I'm sorry I had to do that, but you left me no choice. And then Maul's like, are you protecting the chosen one? And Obi-Wan's like, yes, I am. And Maul's like, he will avenge us. And Obi-Wan's like, dude, you don't fucking get it. You never did. And now you're dying with hate in your heart.
Got you.
And then he closes his eyes, and that's it. And it's actually, It's really poetic. You should watch the clip whenever you get the chance. But
I have seen that.
yeah.
I had another question then. So is Darth Maul, does the Emperor and the Empire not like Darth Maul now? Are they trying to kill him? Like, is he a wanted guy?
Yeah. Ever
Why?
since he came back, because there can only be two, a master and an apprentice, and essentially Maul became a rival when he took on his own apprentice. He became a rival to Sidious, and he was like, I can't have that. You're a threat to my power.
You mean once he took on Vader as his apprentice?
Or once he took on Dooku, really.
Dooku.
And
but Dooku was old, so
but
he wasn't already his apprentice.
No, he wasn't. It wasn't until after Maul's death. But the whole goal, Palpatine's whole goal, the entire time was Anakin to be his apprentice, right? And so Palpatine's like, yeah, Maul's just as bad as the Jedi. We need to take him out. If you see him, kill him. So he's an enemy of the Empire.
Cool. I was kind of hoping the trailer looks badass. It's actually going to be on Disney in April. But I was kind of hoping when I saw it, I was like, damn, this would have been kind of a badass live action movie. I wish they would bring Darth Maul back in that aspect. And you could have somebody besides Ray Park, do that. Like somebody, anyone could do it. If they didn't do
the thing they originally did, we could have a Kenobi season 2, or they could retcon it.
I was thinking of
that. Kenobi season 2 and bring back Maul as the fucking villain. There is one way they could do it. There is time travel in the Star Wars universe. I'm not going to get too much into that, but there is a way that they could do it, undo Maul's death, and then we could have a Kenobi season 2 where he's fucking old man Ben, and then Maul is just fucking taking over Tatooine, the criminal underground, and Obi-Wan's like, I gotta fucking stop him. That'd be a sick season 2.
That would be. So they go back, let's say they go back to the point where Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are fighting him, and they somehow change history during that moment, and then we could have a cool Maul story. But you're right. I instantly thought, because remember we got that badass Vader and Obi-Wan matchup in Obi-Wan, and so I was thinking, man, for season 2, that would be awesome if they could bring back Darth Maul. And speaking of Star Wars, also,
they could still do it. It's just the problem is just like with Obi-Wan versus Vader in that series, like, it's cool, but we already fucking know how this ends. Like, so they could do it, and it would have to retcon a few things. The fact that Vader and Obi-Wan meet in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope doesn't ruin it, but it's kind of like, guys, like, we were like, they don't break the canon, but it's like they didn't meet. Like, we knew they didn't meet in between then. Now we're saying they did. It does tie up a few loose ends, but it also like kind of begs the question, like, I get it, him and Leia know each other, but like but like that'll never be explored again. Like,
but
the deeper connotations to it, there is no expanding upon it.
Right.
And it's that sucks.
In A New Hope, though, it was said that, all right, basically when last we met, it wasn't giving specifics. So I don't know why.
He said, I was but the learner, now I am the master.
Well, but he was still, I guess you're right. If you're taking it from that point of view.
And then like, now that I know that Leia and Obi-Wan knew each other, which by the way was a great addition. The fact they knew each other, no, that's great, because like it begs the question, why would he just watch over Luke? And it's like, well, we know why, but like it adds a deeper, like, it wasn't just that Obi-Wan cared about Luke, he cared about both the twins, which would make sense.
Yeah, but that makes less sense in A New Hope, because they're acting like they don't acknowledge each other in any way, like they'd met each other before. So that makes less sense.
Remember at the end of Kenobi, he was like, we have to pretend, we can never tell anyone that we met. We had to pretend like we don't know each other, which is fine. But then when he dies, Leia's comforting Luke.
Yes.
But Leia had gone through way more with Obi-Wan than Luke ever did. So why the fuck are we not comforting Leia? And it's because
she never mentions him. Yeah.
Right. And it's because, of course, it's a retcon.
Gotcha.
It's after the fact, and it's cool, but it just doesn't kind of hold up. But
yeah, that's one more segue then. Did you happen to know that Taika Waititi is actually doing a Star Wars film, and he's been doing some interviews, and he's talking about like his approach to Star Wars. Well, I guess you didn't even know, which I was surprised at. What do you think of Taika Waititi doing a Star Wars film? I'm up for it because frankly, you know how I feel about the last 3 fucking films, which that's a whole another show in itself.
Thor Ragnarok was good.
I
Love
liked
and
it.
Thunder, I liked it, but I can
Love
see
and
why
Thunder.
people didn't. That fucking video game movie that he was in was stupid. With
Video
Ryan
game
Reynolds.
movie. Free Guy?
Yeah.
The movie's awesome. No, it doesn't suck.
And awesome. I don't know, like what it depends. It depends on what he's doing. Is it a new Skywalker trilogy? Is it a new fucking what is it?
Well, all he's explaining is, and I quote, "I'm just trying to go back and harness a little bit more of the fun from the original films, which is what I remember." So
it's just going to be about the Ewoks.
You think so?
Yep.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'm opposed to anything now. Look, I think they've already. You're saying time travel is a part of Star Wars, which I didn't know. Go back in time and fucking change this Luke Skywalker fucking death. I'm sorry. I can handle the 2018 The Force Awakens, but once you get into what they did to Luke in the second movie and Rian Johnson, I'm sorry, but you forever will be on my shit list for fucking up that Star Wars movie. And you know what? I tolerated the whole movie up until the end. But when they did that to Luke, and there's a lot wrong with that second movie. I mean, there's some shit that's never explained. Shit they showed us that nobody gives a fuck about.
Casino Planet. Yeah. No fucking reason.
It's just fucking ridiculous. And then, of course, J.J. Abrams takes the third movie and just says, fuck it, we're not going to do anything that was in the second movie. And anyway, it's a whole.
We're going to go back to the original plan. Oh, wait, we don't have Snoke. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Right. And if they could go back and change Luke Skywalker's history, they could do another 3 movies with old Luke. We still love Mark Hamill, even though he's all old and fucking charges a shit ton for autographs. Who cares? Like, we still want to see him. And yeah, I just so anyway, I don't know what Taika Waititi's doing exactly. He hasn't really given a real synopsis, but if he brings the fun that was in Love and Thunder, which I like, again, everyone shit on that movie. Everyone hates that movie. I don't know why. Who cares if Thor's a little bit more comedic? Maybe he's happier in his life. Who fucking cares? But when people analyze, oh, he was too funny. Get the fuck out of here. First of all, let me tell y'all something. Fucking Thor. When we read the comics back in the day, Thor was the last motherfucker you read. Nobody read Thor. I didn't read Thor. I didn't read fucking Iron Man. That was boring shit too when you're a kid. I mean, but they turn these characters into something, and now we care about Thor. And who cares if he's a little bit more humorous? I mean, first of all, if you go back and see how he is in Thor, the first movie, he's kind of fucking boring. Chris Hemsworth. He's finding his way. He's trying to figure out how to do this character. But let's be honest, his character isn't that great in the first one. He doesn't really come into his own until what's the third one called?
Ragnarok.
Thank you. Then he comes into his own as Thor. Because even in the first Avengers movie, you're still like, eh. But by the time you get to the second one, and definitely fucking Infinity War, you love Thor. So people, I don't know why you're bitching about this. It's been how many years since Love and Thunder came out? Who cares? Yeah, I get the goats were annoying. Okay. But that's really all I could. I mean, you had Russell Crowe in it, and you had some good moments, dude. And fucking Hemsworth is he's fucking more cut up than a julienne salad in that fucking movie. Like you got any tips? Anyways,
are there any other topics you wanted to talk about?
Nah, bro. I think we've had enough for the day. We've gotten into some emotional topics, and again, folks, if you don't like it, don't watch us. Don't listen. But just like you and everybody else, we have opinions and thoughts, and sometimes we're going to relay them. And as you can see, me and Mike don't always agree. I don't agree that he can beat up 90% of Hollywood, but that's my boy. He thinks he's got it, so I support him in his quest of choking every movie star out. But I'm just messing with you. You know I love you, man. Anyway, for Sons of Cinema, I'm Ron. That's Mike.
Hit that like, subscribe button, and comment.
He's always on cue, folks. I love him. Anyway, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Peace.